I don't want just love. I want the silence that screams between us. Give me the chaos your heart hides behind a gentle smile. I crave the cold nights where passion is a desperate prayer. Not just romance, the raw, unfiltered truth we're too scared to say. I don't want the ache of loving someone who's already gone. Love is a mask. I don't want the tears no one sees. I don't want just passion. I want the scars that scream our story. Give me the broken promises that still weigh on your soul. I crave the loneliness that only real love knows, not just warmth. I want the frostbite that teaches survival. I want the quiet wars fought behind your calm eyes. Love's sweetness fades. I want the bitter taste of truth. I don't want just romance. I want the silent breaks in between. Give me the truth your lips refuse to speak. I crave the moments when love feels like an endless ache. Not just passion, the exhaustion that comes after the fire dies. I want the shadows where your soul trembles in fear. Love is easy. I want the scars that prove it real. I don't want just your touch. I want the wounds it hides. Give me the silence that speaks louder than words ever could. I crave the darkness where even love feels like a curse. Not just kisses. I want the tears they can't wash away. I want the cracks where your brokenness seeps through. Love's beauty is nothing without its cruel edges. I don't want just passion. I want the aftermath that breaks us. Give me the ache of loving beyond reason or hope. I crave the storms that make love worth the scars. Not just warmth. I want the cold that sharpens my soul. I want the silent confessions hidden behind your smile. Love is a story told in broken sentences and whispered lies. I don't want just romance. I want the raw wounds it leaves. Give me the loneliness shared in crowded rooms. I crave the weight of your secrets pressed against my chest, not just love. I want the chaos it refuses to hide. I want the pain that carves us into something unforgettable. Love's softness fades. I want the rough edges that last. I don't want just passion. I want the cold ashes after the fire. Give me the truth buried beneath your sweetest lies. I crave the nights where silence screams louder than words. Not just kisses, I want the scars they leave on my soul. I want the broken promises whispered in the dark. Love is a shadow that lingers long after the light fades. I don't want just romance. I want the silent battles fought inside. Give me the ache that never stops aching. I crave the moments when love feels like a desperate prayer. Not just passion, the emptiness left when it fades away. I want the cracks that show your true face. Love's beauty is hollow without its pain. I don't want just warmth. I want the frostbite that wakes me. Give me the silence that's louder than any words. I crave the wounds that only love can heal, not just kisses. I want the pain they hide. I want the chaos behind your calm. Love is a storm that breaks us and binds us. I don't want just passion. I want the scars that stay. Give me the truth that hurts more than lies. I crave the loneliness that comes with real love, not just romance. I want the ache of loving someone who's lost. Love's softness scares me, less than its silence. I don't want just your touch. I want your brokenness. Give me the cold nights where love feels like survival. I crave the truth behind your quiet eyes. Not just passion. I want the aftermath, naked and raw. I want the silence that breaks before the storm. Love is a scar written deep beneath the skin. I don't want just romance. I want the war inside your soul. Give me the ache you never admit. I crave the moments that shatter and rebuild us, not just love. I want the darkness it carries. I want the cold truth hidden in your warm words. Love's beauty fades. I want the bitter aftertaste. I don't want just passion. I want the emptiness it leaves. Give me the wounds that prove we were alive. I crave the broken promises we dare not speak. Not just kisses. I want the scars they leave behind. I want the silence that holds every unsaid word. Love is a fire that burns and scars alike. I don't want just warmth. I want the frost that awakens. Give me the chaos beneath your calm exterior. I crave the ache that never fully fades. Not just romance, the raw truth we hide in shadows. I want the cracks that show your real self. Love's softness fades. I want the sharp edges. I don't want just passion. I want the cold ashes. Give me the silence that screams your secrets. I crave the darkness where love and pain collide. Not just kisses. I want the memories. They fracture. I want the broken promises whispered in the dark. Love is a wound that refuses to heal cleanly. I don't want just romance. I want the scars beneath. Give me the ache that defines us. I don't want just love. I want the silence that screams between our broken hearts. Give me the weight of your regrets, heavy but honest. I crave the cracks where your soul's pain leaks through. Not just passion. I want the cold ashes of what we lost. I want the truths you hide beneath your sweetest lies. Love's warmth fades. I thirst for its raw, aching cold. I don't want just romance. I want the war your silence wages. Give me the darkness that swallows your whispered confessions. I crave the emptiness that only love's absence creates. Not just kisses. I want the wounds they refuse to heal. I want the fragile moments before everything shatters. Love is a whisper drowned by the scream of regret. I don't want just passion. I want the scars tattooed on your soul. Give me the cold nights where truth burns fiercer than fire. I crave the loneliness we hide behind crowded rooms. Not just love. I want the shattered pieces that refuse to fit. I want the silence that stretches between our last goodbye. Love's softness is a lie without its sharp edges. I don't want just your touch. I want the storm it stirs. Give me the shattered promises you never dared to say. I crave the ache of loving someone who's already gone. Not just romance. I want the chaos beneath your calm. I want the bitter aftertaste of love's cruel honesty. Love is the war we fight silently every night. I don't want just passion. I want the emptiness it leaves behind. Give me the truth you bury beneath your sweetest words. I crave the darkness where your love trembles in fear. Not just kisses. I want the scars they hide like secrets. I want the broken prayers whispered in midnight's cold silence. Love's beauty fades, but its pain lingers like a shadow. I don't want just romance. I want the silent battles you fight inside. Give me the ache that never stops echoing. I crave the moments when love feels like a desperate breath. The exhaustion left when the fire dies. I want the cracks that reveal your hidden truths. Love's softness fades. I want the rough edges that last forever. I don't want just warmth. I want the frostbite that awakens my soul. Give me the silence louder than any whispered lie. I crave the wounds only love dares to open. Not just kisses. I want the pain they fail to erase. I want the chaos behind your calm facade. Love is a storm breaking and binding us simultaneously. I don't want just passion. I want the scars that remain. Give me the honesty that hurts more than deception. I crave the loneliness real love often brings. Not just romance. I want the raw, unfinished stories between us. I want the ache of loving a ghost who never stays. Love's softness stares me less than its deafening silence. I don't want just your touch. I want your broken pieces. Give me the cold nights where love feels like survival itself. I crave the truth behind your silent tears. Not just passion. I want the naked aftermath left in its wake. I want the silence before the inevitable storm. Love is a deep scar beneath the skin. I don't want just romance. I want the battlefield inside your heart. Give me the ache you hide even from yourself. I crave the moments that break and remake us. Not just love. I want the darkness it never shows. I want the cold truth beneath your warmest lies. Love's beauty fades. I crave the bitter truth beneath. I don't want just passion. I want the emptiness following the blaze. Give me the wounds proving we were truly alive. I crave the broken promises never spoken aloud. Not just kisses. I want the scars left behind forever. I want the silence that holds every unsaid word between us. Love is a fire that both burns and heals. I don't want just warmth. I want the frost awakening my heart. Give me the chaos hidden under your calm mask. I crave the ache never fully fading from our souls. not just romance. I want the raw truth we bury in shadows. I want the cracks revealing your real self. Love's softness fades. I want the sharp edges to remain. I don't want just passion. I want the cold ashes left behind. Give me the silence screaming your hidden secrets. I crave the darkness where love and pain collide endlessly. Not just kisses. I want the fractures they cause deep inside. I want the broken promises whispered in the dead of night. Love is a wound refusing to heal cleanly. I don't want just romance. I want the scars beneath the surface. Give me the ache that defines every heartbeat. I crave the storms leaving us raw and honest. Not just passion. I want the loneliness it keeps hidden. I want the silence after love's desperate scream. Love's beauty is hollow without the pain it carries. I don't want just your touch. I want the fractures in your soul. Give me the cold nights where passion becomes survival. I crave the truth buried beneath your soft lies. Not just romance. I want the chaos that binds us tightly. My dear, I crave the silence between us, not just love's noise. I want the darkness where even passion trembles in fear, not just your fire. I need the ashes you bury inside. Love without shadows is a lie. I can't swallow anymore. I don't want just sparks. I want storms that leave scars. Romance is the mask, but I'm drawn to the raw beneath. Passion fades. I want the echo of your soul's deepest ache. I don't want just kisses. I need the wounds they hide. I hunger for the questions your heart never dares to ask. It's not love I want. It's the truth your silence screams. Give me the cracks where your brokenness bleeds into mine. Not just passion. I crave the weight of unspoken promises. Love's sweetness, without its bitterness, leaves me empty, starving. I want the storms that test us, not just the calm. Romance is easy. I'm addicted to the scars we earn. I don't want just your lips. I want your darkest fears. Passion is a flame that dies. The smoke that lingers. Love is a surface. I need to drown in your depths. Don't give me just warmth. I need the cold that sharpens. I want the invisible battles your heart fights every night. Romance fades with dawn, nights we never speak. Love without pain is a story I refuse to read. I want the chaos behind your calm facade. Not just your smile, not just passion. The exhaustion that follows after the storm. Give me the scars passion leaves when love forgets to heal. I want the silence that screams louder than words ever could. Romance is a whisper. I want the screams your soul hides. I don't want just love. I want the war it wages inside. Give me the cold truth beneath the warmth of your lies. Passion is fleeting. I want the ache that never leaves. I crave the wounds only love dares to expose. Not just romance. I want the secrets your eyes refuse to reveal. Love is easy. I need the gravity pulling us into madness. Don't give me just your heart. I want your shattered pieces. Passion burns bright. But I want the ashes left behind. I want the tension between love and rage you never show. Romance fades. I want the raw scars that time forgets. I don't want just love. I want the chaos in your calm. Give me the broken promises whispered in the dark. I want the silence after passion's scream, heavy and true. Lost beauty hides the ugliness I'm desperate to see. Not just passion. The exhaustion of loving someone broken. I crave the darkness where love loses its pretty face. I want the loneliness shared in a crowded room. Romance is surface deep. I want to drown in your abyss. I don't want just your warmth. I want the cold you hide. Give me the scars you carry like sacred tattoos. I want the tension between what we say and what we mean. Love's softness scares me less than passion's raw edges, not just romance. The silence after the storm, thick and heavy. I want the truth behind your most carefully crafted lies. I crave the weight of your pain more than your kisses. Give me the shadows where your love trembles in fear. I don't want just passion. I want the quiet destruction it leaves. Love is a mask. I want the broken face beneath. I want the slow burn that never fully consumes. Romance fades. I want the bitter aftertaste of truth. Not just your love. I want the darkness it shelters. I crave the pain that carves us into something real. Give me the silence where passion and regret collide. I want the cracks in your armor, not the shiny surface. Love without scars is a story I refuse to tell. I don't want just passion. I want the loneliness it hides. Romance is a game. I want the stakes that break us. I want the chaos that love disguises as peace. Not just your heart. I want the shadows it hides. Ache left by love's quiet betrayals. Give me the weight of your secrets, heavy and real. I want the raw, the broken, the love that shatters. Passion is a flame. I want the smoke that haunts. Love's softness fades. I crave the sharp edges beneath. I don't want just romance. I want the war inside you. Give me the silence where love loses its voice. I want the ache you never admit, loud and relentless, not just passion, the aftermath that leaves us naked. I crave the truth hidden beneath your sweetest lies. Love is easy. I want the darkness that tests us. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more.